What's up, everybody? Weston here with the Hidden Gibbon, and today we have Uncle Iroh welcomes you with some tea. And if you know anything about Avatar, The Last Airbender, Uncle Iroh loves his tea, and it's all about serenity and peace for him. So let's get straight into it. This is Uncle Iroh. You know, this is a Boros Uncle Iroh, which is interesting. Iroh, Tea Master, is a 2/2 for 1 generic, a red and a white. And when Iroh enters, create a food token. He's making the tea. And at the beginning of combat, on your turn, you may have target opponent gain control of target permanent you control. And when you do, create a 1/1 ally, a white ally creature token. And then put a 1/1 counter on that token for each permanent you own that your opponent controls. So this is, we're going to donate stuff to our opponents. Not all of it's going to be useful. Not all of it's going to be useless. Uncle Iroh kind of helps everybody, right? Helps yourself, helps them, but he's here to serve some tea and some artifacts to people. So without further ado, let's get into it. We have ourselves 2 Planeswalkers. We have Karn Living Legacy. I put him in here because he is going to create tapped Power Stone tokens. And those tapped Power Stone tokens are going to be given to your opponents. Yep, that's what you're going to do with them. You can also -1 him to pay an amount of mana and look for an artifact. There's not going to be... oh, sorry. You may look at the cards from the top of your library. You can put one of the cards. And then -7 is you get an emblem with tap and untapped artifact you control. This emblem deals 1 damage to any target if he lives long enough. Then we have Karn, the jerk. I had to play against this card when this was a combo in Legacy, and it was awful, where people would put Lattice into play, and then Karn. We are not playing Lattice in this deck because we're not that mean. Iroh isn't that mean. But we don't want people taking advantage of the Power Stones and foods and treasures we give them, so we have Karn. Activated abilities of artifacts your opponents control can't be activated. Don't worry about the rest of it, because we're not going to use the rest of it. Because you would just kill your own tokens with the +1, and then -2 just doesn't work. So then we have creatures. We have Academy Manufacturer, just like the Cabbage Man. The Academy Manufacturer shows up here because we're making tokens, right? We made a food token. We have Alexios, so that way he can go around the table and beat people. We have Archon of Absolution. We don't want people attacking us. We have Bizarre Trader. Target player gains control of target artifact, creature or land you control. We have Delny, Streetwise Lookout, to double our triggers. We have Esper Sentinel, attacks people. We have Flumph, good old Flumph, Defender flying, and when is dealt damage, you and target opponent each draw a card. We have Grid Monitor. You can't play creature spells. You can play them, and you can give them away. Humble Defector. You tap to draw 2 cards. Target opponent gains control of it. Activate only during your turn. We have Master of Ceremonies. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent chooses money, friends, or secrets. For each person who chose money, you and that player each create a treasure token. For each player who chose friends, you and that player each create a green 1/1 citizen token. And for each of you who chose secrets, you and that player each draw a card. See? Group hug. And he's even drinking out of his cup. We're going to say it's tea. Nelly Borka, Impulsive Accuser, is a 2/4 for 4 vigilance, and when she attacks, suspect target creature, then goad all suspected creatures. A suspected creature has menace and can't block, and whenever one or more creatures an opponent controls deals combat damage to one or more of your opponents, you and the controller of those creatures each draw a card. See? Friends, Group Hug, and Group Slug combined into one. Rust Elemental. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice an artifact other than Rust Elemental. If you can't, tap Rust Elemental and you lose 4 life. You're going to give him away too and have somebody get rid of their Soul Ring. We have Slicer Hired Muscle. Does the same job as Alexios. He's going to go around the table and beat people's face in. We have Solemn Simulacrum here. Sad Robot. We got Steel Golem. You can't play creature spells. Guess what we're doing with him? We're giving him away. We have Stiltskin. Moogle Merchant. He's a 1/2 for 1 lifelink, and you can tap 2 and tap him to have target opponent gain control of another target permanent you control, and if they do, you draw a card. We have Tataru Taru. When Tataru Taru enters, you draw a card, and target opponent may draw a card. And Scion's Secretary. Whenever an opponent draws a card, if that isn't the first, or if it isn't that player's turn, create a tap treasure token. This ability triggers only once each turn. We got Windborne Views for some ghostly prison effects. We got Yes Man, Personal Securitron. You tap him, and opponent gains control of Yes Man. And when they do, you draw 2 cards and put a quest counter on Yes Man. Activate only during your turn. When Yes Man leaves the battlefield, its owner creates a tapped 1/1 white soldier creature token for each quest counter on it. Then we have Zidane, Tantalus Thief. He is a 3/3 for 5, and whenever Zidane enters, gain control of target creature and opponent controls until end of turn. Untap it, it gains haste and lifelink. And then when you give, when an opponent gains control of a permanent from you, you create a treasure token. So it's a little bit about the theft, but we're going to make treasure tokens by giving our useless stuff away. We have sorceries in the form of Disrupt Decorum, which goads all enemy creatures. Taunt from the Ramparts, which also goads all enemy creatures. And makes it so those creatures can't block. So you can just make them do all sorts of things. We have Harmless Offering. Look at that little kitty that we're going to give away. It does have a spooky tail. Look at the tail. It's creepy. By the way, I didn't notice that until I was building this deck, that it has a little mouth on its tail. We also have Secret Rendezvous, which is you and target opponent each draw 3 cards. And then for our instance, we have lots of protection, right? We got Boros Charm, Chaos Warp, Clever Concealment, Deflecting Palm, Deflecting Swat. Everybody Lives. Harsh Justice is in here from Portal. And play Harsh Justice only after you're attacked, before you declare Interceptors, so before you declare blockers. This turn, each attacking creature that damages you also deals damage to the attacking player. So if somebody's gonna come at you for a bunch, they're gonna hurt. Yeah. This is interesting because it's a sorcery that lets you play it like an instant. Portal was a strange set, friends. It was a very strange set. We have Take the Bait. Cast this only during opponent's turn, only during combat. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to you and planeswalkers you control this turn. Untap all attacking creatures and goad them. After this, there's another attack phase. Then we have our removal in the form of Generous Gift, Stroke of Midnight, Swords to Plowshares, and Path to Exile. And also Chaos Warp, technically. For our artifacts, we have Waterbender Skin. This seems like a pretty good mana rock in here. You know, yes, it's a 3-drop, but it untaps during each other player's untap step. We have Boros Signet. We have Felwar Stone, right? We have Talisman of Conviction. Pretty good, pretty good. We also have Coveted Jewel. Add 3 mana, but also when it enters, you draw 3 cards, and if somebody hits you, they get the Coveted Jewel. We have Crawl Space. We have our boots that are made for walking, as well as Prowler's Helm for unblockable, and Trailblazer's boots. We also have Flame Rope. It can't be sacrificed. And you can tap and search your library for a basic land card, and then put it into play, and then it passes to the next player to the right. Or you can tap it, draw a card, and then it passes to the next player to the right. We have Wedding Ring in here, Whisper Silk Cloak, and then Tempting Contract. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent may create a treasure token, and for each opponent who does, you also create a treasure token. It's pretty nice. And then for our enchantments, rounding us out, we have Anointed Procession, so if we were to create 1 or more tokens, you create twice that many. We got Caretaker's Talent, so, you know, whenever a token enters, you get to draw a card, and this triggers only once each turn. You then, at level 2, can create a token that's a copy of target token. Pretty fun. Curse of Opulence. Put this on an opponent. You get to make gold tokens. Ghostly Prison and Sphere of Safety. Land Tax lets you do some catch-up ramp. Spiritual Asylum is a 4-drop enchantment for 2 generic and 2 white. It says creatures and lands you control can't be the targets of spells or abilities, and whenever a creature you control attacks, sacrifice Spiritual Asylum. So if you want to sit there and do nothing, that's your do nothing card from, is this Apocalypse? I think so. Then the Sound of Drums, it goads an enchanted creature. Lands, we got ourselves a pretty pretty chill mana base. We don't even have the shock land in here. Pretty tame overall. But yeah, let me know what you think of Uncle Iroh. If you met Uncle Iroh, would you sit down and have tea with him? I would. He was always super nice. But as always, I am Weston with the Hidden Gibbon, and I will be back with another Deck Tech video tomorrow.